To keep you updated on the capital and financial markets, here is a recap of what happened.
Investors are piling into emerging market stocks in search of bargains amid mounting concerns over high valuations in the US, a closely watched survey of fund managers has shown. A net 37% of fund managers are overweight EM equities, the highest level since February 2023, according to the monthly poll by Bank of America. Investors are very bullish on the outlook for emerging market equities, said Elias Galou, investment strategist at BofA. When we couple rising optimism on the Chinese economy with the bearish view on the US dollar, this is a great combination for emerging markets. Fund flows into India's equity mutual funds soared to a record last month, industry data showed on Monday, as local investors bought the market dip triggered by US-India trade uncertainty and muted corporate earnings. Net flows into equity schemes rose 81% month-on-month to 427.02 billion rupees in July, data from the Association of Mutual Funds in India showed. India's market regulator will further simplify regulations for foreign investors to encourage long-term capital flows into the country, the Securities and Exchange Board of India said in its annual report published on the 12th of August. Last week, the SEBI proposed a single-window clearance and access to India's securities markets for overseas investors such as government-owned foreign investment firms, sovereign wealth funds and firms that pool funds from retail investors who belong to the low-risk category. Assets in Thailand's mutual fund industry have surpassed 6 trillion baht for the first time, driven by fixed-income fund inflows amid expectations of interest rate cuts, says the Association of Investment Management Companies. The growth was attributed to 23 licensed asset management companies operating a combined 3,410 funds, an increase of 98 funds since the start of the year. Wall Street traders kept piling into bets that the Federal Reserve will soon be able to cut interest rates, with stocks hitting all-time highs and Treasury yields falling alongside the dollar. Just a day after a report showed benign inflation data, traders fully priced in a quarter-point Fed reduction in September, with some wagers pointing to a jumbo-sized move. Market expectations for policy easing also gained fuel after Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent's remarks that we could go into a series of rate cuts here, starting with a 50 basis point rate cut in September. FIMM is pleased to announce the release of its latest annual report, now available on its official website. Link in the description. The FIMM annual convention is back, and registration is now open. Be part of the conversations shaping the unit trust industry's future. Reserve your seat today and get ready for a day of insights, connections, and forward vision.
This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.